Hey everybody, I want to Wiisdom here. 2:42 in the morning. It's Sunday night, Monday, Labor Day, whatever you want to call it. But speaking of Labor Day, that is what I have been doing. I had tons and tons and tons of footage from working on the skeleton spawner, and so I just turned it into 3 episodes, basically. And if you recall, we were here. We've got our path that we've worked on over there. That little glass pane. I was just seeing what would happen if I came straight out. There is bone block there. I was trying to build that walkway. That turned into a nightmare trying to find a connection point. May have dug into the bottom of the spawner. I'm not sure where the water is anyway. And if you note, there's an opening there that's new, and you can't see it, but on the other side of that oak tree, there's a new one. And for a good reason. So we're ready to head back. We really are. I was going to make an ender chest to bring back tons of bone meal by just having it here, and then I realized that, I don't have ender chest capabilities here because I don't have blaze powder. But I was just thinking of, I guess, mine logics essentially. So from this view, though, it's cool we can see there. And one of the projects, you can kind of see like this 2-wide trail where the cursor is. I started making a path over there. I thought it would be neat, not necessarily to go straight that way and see where it goes, or even go out into the woods and go straight here and connect with the other path. I kind of want to just trim this lake, essentially. That's something like you would find in real life or in nature, or people would find desirable. The other thing, and before I go back with bones, or in this case blocks that I can convert into bone meal, that is an abomination. Again, whenever I installed the block swapper so we could disable the spawner, it essentially protruded way farther than I wanted it to, and subsequently I kind of feel the need to cover it. I'll also say my little storage system in there, I was going to make item frames for the ends of the chests and kind of close them in. This was all off camera, like, I don't even know, I spent probably a good 40 minutes just going that direction and here and there and beyond the cliffs. There are no cattle anywhere that way. There's a lot of plains areas, it's where all the horses are. I don't know if you remember that or not. Well, that was a lot deeper than I thought. But, it was insane. It was just a complete waste of time. Now, the other crazy thing that you should know, and that is cool, but also like a slap in the face, if I get up here and we maneuver ourselves this direction, you're not going to believe this, okay? So one day, I think I was killing creepers out here and got paranoid and was running around putting torches down. And I think I might have shot one over here or something. Or maybe I went up there to get a better look at this. I don't know. There's actually some pretty cool stuff over here. Except for cattle, there's none of those. No cow to be found. I think it was right over here. Where was it, dang it? Well, I thought it was. Seemed a lot closer than this. Oh my gosh, a brown sheep. Oh, what a beautiful sight. I need you. There it is, right over the hill. Frickin' llamas, dude. All this time, they've been right over here. There's a pretty good herd of them. I think there was a darker brown one too, but I've got to tell you, over that way, man, that is some sweet stuff. I've got several locations I found just cresting these hills. It is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I guess he'll just kind of be here. I don't know. That's so much easier than finding a jungle. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so here's the deal for this episode. I guess we'll head back and kind of get to work on 2 cave entries, on some other projects on main area of the base, but I do want to spend a little bit of time here. I guess I haven't shown you the other thing I did, so off camera I'm going to be covering that stupid dirt to try to make it blend in somehow. I'm not really sure the best way to do this. I might work on this, not my super amazing awesome project side of it, just sort of cleaning it up a little, really. By coming down our stairs, check this out. So the plan, and I think I'm gonna kick it up a notch and just do cobblestone. What? It's a long story, but it never connects. I've got so many tunnels going in and out, and I could never get a connection point. Unlike over here, because I didn't initially want to go straight, but I thought I would to see where it came out. And that's why I'm headed this way, so you can see it's a pretty discreet opening. Again, I told you it was right on the side of the oak tree, and you couldn't see it from there, and now you can see what I mean. So I thought that was cool. But where I thought the neater exit point would be is kind of right here, and I know that because I picked the spot and I came in. So I was thinking this is like a pretty good view of that area. And I think what I may do is like stone this in and put a window, and then kind of just widen this out and have it be the main passageway. But this will come over here, and I told you I've always been wanting to put the fences up on the edges there. I'm thinking if we kick this out a little, we could make a pretty cool path around. What's a pretty cool path around here? And that's seriously okay. Well, hey, we'll just let everything spawn and then call it a night, huh? Thank you. So that's kind of what I'll be doing off camera. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I would not be surprised if I sink a couple of hours into this. But you can see where I sort of hashed out the path, and I think that's actually something I'm gonna do because it seems like a pretty cool, pretty cool thing to do. I think so. Oh, that pig, man! They've got this bad habit of just jumping out of corners. Now this is when I was cutting straight. And I think what I would rather do is just kind of have this path sort of hug the hillside. So I have no inventory space. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to go deposit some junk. Oh, Lord. You know what? Fine, we will take the water. I'm going to go deposit some crud over here. And, you know, I just got a really cool idea from this angle. It's always something in this game, isn't it? But yeah, this will be just a lot of busy work for me. Sort of path, viewing window, aesthetics, and you should see all the bones I've got now. It's pretty awesome. So many arrows, really. I guess just because I've converted everything else. But here's the deal. So here, I still think this is going to look amazing with fences. And the problem I've got is I don't know that I want to destroy that. Like, I could make that easily go that direction, but I kind of like it just being this, what's the word? Inconvenient hill, and you just sort of go through it, you know, type of a thing. So, anyway, I'm going to get to work on all that stuff I just listed off, and of course, I just remembered I've got to deposit all this crud. I can actually do that. I should mention spiders do come in here. No other issue. There's some of the mini tunnels that don't seem to go anywhere for me. So, is it windy outside? I don't know. Well, that said, I'll quit rambling. I'll get some work done, and I'll catch you back here shortly. Well, well, well. What have we here? Some unwanted company. As I peacefully go about my toiling. Oh, like that had to scar her nose. Problem with witchy. Okay, well. Let's go see. Hey, if she dropped anything. I've covered that up. I guess we could look at it because honestly, I've not looked at it yet either. Okay. Anything? Gunpowder. Okay. Well, hey. Alright, so this could be an abomination. It could look decent. It could be some combination thereof. I don't know. Didn't plan to record. I just saw the witch and I thought it'd kind of be something cool to insert, honestly. So there's that. Can't really tell too much what I've... Can see the stone brick. Aha! It's not terrible. Man, there's just no good way to get over there, is there? Yeah, we'll probably want to take that down at some point. Okay, how did I get to that tree? I remember it was a total pain, but the view is probably, yeah, the best it can be of this thing. You know, it almost looks believable. You can see it looks a little bit more blocky than the surrounding terrain, but honestly, it's an improvement, I think. I also had to terraform a crud ton. Granted, I could have gone and grabbed dirt from inside, but I took like 4 stacks with me. I took all the bone out of my, well, some of it. You know what? Those 10 actually came from the cave, but that, I mean, it's not by any means like, okay, you look at that and this pretty much looked like that. Now it doesn't, but it doesn't completely look man-made. Aside from that like super steep part, the reason I left that, if you can't tell, I've connected the river. I'm thinking I'm gonna open that up, and then I realize, you know, this doesn't connect with this body of water, though, the lake as I'm calling it. And I'm kind of thinking I might dig out a little tunnel in this thing somewhere, so that would actually connect. So I haven't boated that direction, but I mean, you can kind of see it's literally just 3 wide right there. And since it's sort of like a canyon-esque sort of a drop, I think it sort of works, but dun, dun, dun. That is so deep, man. I know I just said that last time, but still. The thing is, it does stop up here. It's kind of neat that it doesn't connect, but at the same time, it's like, why wouldn't it? It looks like it should. Maybe they got more rain type of a thing. I don't know. But yeah, we'll take a look at it from this side if we can even denote anything. Can't tell much here. I put a few stone bricks in there to sort of look like supports. Hey, I need that crafting table too. I don't know. It's not terrible. I mean, it is not terrible, I will say that much. But what I want to do now is actually, the reason I need that is slabs, fence posts, fence, things along those lines. Let me try and see if we can spot it. There's this... Okay, wow, cool. You do you, sheep. Where is it? Right there. See that little jut? I took a tree out off of it. I'm kind of thinking of making that like a little balcony type of a thing, or a little dock and a scenic overview sort of a deal. And then I've etched the path out, and I think I'm gonna stop it right there, but then I guess it could go back up. I don't know. I'll play around with that, but nice little progress point. So I'm gonna say, for all intents and purposes, that is currently done. I left a little stone brick exposed, but it might become the foundation of a building. And you know, you guys are terrible at the place, so thank you. Yeah, that is an improvement for whatever that may or may not be worth. But for now, it's time to make some fences and start kind of beautifying this place. So I won't. Got to go drop some stuff off because my inventory is full. Dadgum. This is where the shulker boxes would be nice. I'll show you this. So I took out all the bone and I placed this here. I'm debating whether that should be like a wood floor. I'm kind of thinking it will. I think that would look really nice, actually. Possibly spruce, though. Sadly, I'll have to go get some. But anyway, hey, I've made decent progress here, and it's been just about an hour. Little somewhere around that mark. So anyway, I'll continue my work here, and I'll catch you back in just a little bit. Alright, hey everybody, 3:50 in the morning. I told you this would take a while. Couple things. Number one, throwing down quite a bit of fence here. Almost a whole stack has gone into that little section there. You note I skipped a giant piece in the middle. I'll tell you why right after I show you this. I finally got that stupid thing to connect, and I'm really kind of happy with that. It looks like I didn't know what it would look like from this side. I just built it based on that end. I did throw down the slabs, so nothing will spawn. This is a pretty good angle of it, but from here it sort of just looks like a suspended treasure room. Like you come in here and you're like, how do you get up there? Like, you know, you come back here and it's like, what? How do I get that? I'd really like that treasure. And you don't know what to do, which is what I was going for. And I don't think anything will spawn down there. Let me take you in here, if I can climb stairs, and I'll show you how we access it, because like I said, I finally made this work. So we come around. This will just be like another little storeroom, I think. But right here, I've got this hidden ladder, which you cannot see from over there. And yeah, this is the tunnel where I got to about here. Started staircasing up, and I think that block goes to flowing water of some sort, possibly at the spawner. So hopefully I remember that in the future. Put that there for a little mood lighting. And while we're here, let's go ahead and kind of bothers me. So I think that'll look pretty good. We've got nice little mystery lights, if you will. So that is that project. Sort of complete, nice little bonus, I think. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. But over here, dadgum, it's getting dark. What I decided to do here, this is how it was naturally, and I was like, what do I do? Fill it in with stone or fill it in with grass? Because, you know, you could do either one conceivably. I was thinking grass would look nice. It would break it up, kind of give us a nice little bit of contrast. Speaking of contrast, we'll go ahead and start doing some of this. But what I'm thinking about doing, this also looks like something that could have been eroded by a waterfall. So yes, we're adding a waterfall into the mix. These are things that you wind up doing in this game of Minecraft. I think that tree is probably gonna have to go too, because it doesn't really look believable. But see, and I could conceivably extend the grass path here, but I don't know if I will. I'm also debating, there's some regular dirt, if I should like do a fancy waterfall that we can walk under, but I don't know if there's anything up here that would lend itself to being a pond. Does not look like it. There's absolutely no sign of water here. We could do it, we could make it happen, just have like a little pond here that streams down, but it kind of has the terrain for it, honestly. But I think it might be better just to, although where would it start from here? Interesting questions we're running into, isn't it? Okay. You know, for a waterfall to make sense, there needs to be a source located above where the water's flowing, doesn't there? Yeah. So yeah, that's might be what we need to do. Maybe I'll put that project on hold for the time being. Because right now I do know what we want to do over here, and that's throw down some paths. So I never remember to bring glass with me. Paths and fences, so yeah, let me just work on that. I have no clue if I'll do that waterfall now. I could make a little pond up there and then maybe even have it flow into here. I don't know. We'll see. There's more pressing needs, I think, but I'll get back to work on this. I'll be back shortly. Okay, it's been like 12 seconds. I had another idea, which I actually had earlier, but I was coming in and I was thinking, okay, hey, where do I extend it? Do I make a third row? I'm just going to go ahead and do this. When I was down here in the water, I had the vision of kind of making this like we have at our main base. Sort of like little rooms in there, or greenhouses. There's lots of roses. Turns out when we climb that hill, there is some peony there, or lilac. Can't remember which one now. There's dandelions. I threw a poppy down. Bottom line, we could make something kind of cool there. And then I did want to do this balcony anyway. So I think I'm going to start to work on that, man. And yeah, it should be cool, and it actually makes a little bit more sense than the waterfall without a source of water. So I'm gonna need some wood. I'm gonna start chopping these trees again, and I'll catch you back here when I've got another progress point for you. Alright, it is 4:38 in the morning. I'm getting tired. And here we are. We've come almost full circle, sort of. And you can see over there I've got the fence up. Again, that's like our window that I've not done. This is the fence along the way. That's that little overlook I told you I was going to build. I've sort of framed in some potential little windows or gardens or something. But right here, this little gym, there's also this huge drop that I just found over there. If we round this corner, oh hey, there's another one. Oh, there's the zombie right there. Okay, well that's good to know. There's my bridge. There's where we will build a dock. That's a cool little cave inlet. And then of course skeleton spawner, all that good stuff. Should I drop down in here? Ah, it's not Batman. Woohoo! Bat, I'm telling you. Bat, do you want to die? I mean, seriously, but I don't have it much in the way of inventory. Okay. This is not the time or the place to be going through that. So, yeah. I had a feeling that was a good creeper area, but I was like, the combination of tired and being overstimulated, like, ooh, where does that go? And hey, what about that? Or should I ditch this and get iron? Kind of combines into the perfect storm. That what? Thank you. Okay, let's. This apple should take care of me. Boom. Okay, so you've seen that, so you've even gotten an explosive reawakening. This is not the drop down. That turned out to be nothing. But if we go right there, this thing, that would kill a man. Well, maybe not with feather falling 4, but you know, an ordinary man. So that was cool. This is, I don't know that I like just the straight up steep staircase, but honestly, it just kind of works there for whatever reason. And yeah, I'll just leave it as is for now, and then I'll sort of pick a point, I guess. I'm not really in the mood to do it right now, although I guess since we're here, I could kind of hit that a little. So yeah, I kind of ran out of fencing as well, but if we come this way, I've again got like another fairly steep staircase, but it brings you down over here. And again, the reason for that is just it didn't make sense to go that way. So backtracking through here, I had to make another crafting table. I'm okay with this right there. Haven't put a fence there, but I've got the little path kind of cutting this way. And then, of course, my little overlook right here. I think it came together fairly well. I don't know about that staircase, but this is kind of neat. You can step out on that edge to see that direction. There's my poppy I mentioned, if you doubted me. And then, of course, we come over here, and we've sort of gone full circle. So you can kind of see, I mean, it's, like I said, this is almost like a nature trail of sorts. It just, if you had a pond or a lake in a park, you would have, where do people walk? Around the edge of the lake, you know? So I think it makes sense. Again, I could see that and I can't see that. Like, that's all natural terrain there. And so, steep staircase, I mean, if that was a park, that's sort of what you do, and you'd be like Rocky and running up and down the stairs, and then kids would come and grind the rails on their skateboards at night, and it would just be fantastic. But here's this route. I don't think you've seen this. With the stone brick, maybe. Again, it's there, so it sort of frames it all in. Got a nice view of those stairs from here. And eventually we will connect it, just not when it's this late and I'm this tired. Coming around over here, I think a waterfall would look awesome there. I guess I could just have it mysteriously coming out of inside the cave, and then I could blow out the wall of the cave and kind of have like this little mountain pond, freshwater spring stream thing flowing down. That might be what I do. Maybe I'll do that before I go to bed, because I'm crazy like that. But again, coming along somewhat decently. I'm debating eliminating that. Not that, I love that. But this stuff here, maybe just have it be solid would be cool. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of thinking, while it's on my mind, saturation is not Apple's strong suit, is it? I might just dig in here and make it happen. So I'll go off camera and possibly be back tonight. If not, we'll pick up here next time, provided I remember what I was doing at 4:44 a.m. Adios. Alright, 4:49 in the morning. Made some decent progress here, and I don't know what this will wind up looking like or if it will work, but I'm willing to give it a go. So, I'm gonna do that. That's not quite what I was looking for. Alright, well, we'll have to play around with this one a little bit, won't we? The idea was to have it cascade under what would become a bridge. So there's that. And now am I gonna need like a water source, I guess, there? Does that push it over? Of course not. So, this could be a cumbersome and failing project at this time of night, I don't know. Okay, so, mimic that. Anything? Water under the bridge? No. Does the slab stop it? Is that just... bad gum? If it... there's an easy workaround if that is the case, but... okay. If that didn't do it, okay, the slabs. Wow, thanks, Featherfall. Amazing. Okay, so... up I go, and I've got what I think will be a quick fix for this. You would think that it would flow under that, but it's clearly not going to. So, this will kind of be annoying, but I think we can make it happen relatively easily. So, we'll just do this. Okay. And I guess this would have to come up too, huh? Sadly. Okay, well, we'll make do. Even with stutters. Yeah, now we got the magic going. Alright, so I think it'll work best if I stay here. Yeah, that's what I was looking to have happen. Minus that ugly, mysterious fork in the middle. So, how does one rectify this, you say? Well, let's see if we can pull it off this way. Got a little bit of leeway here. And then, give me a disposable block. Like you dirt. There's that. Like this. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad, I don't know. I guess by getting one full block above, we'll be able to make this happen. Now, why is that? That's disappointing. Let me... where's going to be the points? Maybe... yeah. That'll look good. Alright, so now the question is, can we do this without falling off at this time of night? And I'm hoping the answer is yes, we're golden now. Alright, so maybe this will work, and then eventually I could add a source to the top, kind of make it more believable or something. How did I do this on the other side? Where was my transition point from the ledge? I don't know what I did wrong. I guess it doesn't have to transition evenly. I mean, there's no... that works just fine, as is. Yeah. We might just leave it like this. For whatever it's worth, so... you know, I think this would look better if I at least did that, though. So, let's go ahead and wheel this out. Oh, that stutter. Okay. And to make it more believable, that's... alright, so, speaking of believable... is it exciting? I don't know, it's 5 in the morning. There's definitely something weird about that, but you know what? For 5 in the morning, as long as I've been going and as long as the day was, and the fact that I worked 13 hours on Saturday, I think that'll work. I really do need to even that out. It just looks way better with the wood transitional steps, so I'll do that, and I'm gonna go to bed, so I don't know how long this episode has been, but my plan was to leave this area and go back, but I think we've made decent progress. I did want to go that way. I'm totally not doing that tonight based on the experience we just had, but I'll come in and we'll try to finish out a path that way. We'll boat back home and we'll have a fantastic time, so stay tuned.